The Liberals spent 50% over budget on hotel rooms on a trip to lecture Donald Trump about the Great Lakes. And I have the proof. The Liberals, they want more of our money all the time. I'm trying to make sure they're spending the money they already have that belongs to us a little more appropriately, so I'm going through their expenses. I have Catherine McKenna's Environment, Climate Change and Parks Ministries expenses for the months of March and April 2017. It's exactly as you would expect. Lots of travel, lots of CO2 for people who are scared of it. Canada sent McKenna's entourage to New York, to Banff, and then there was a trip to Washington, D.C. that really caught my eye. That trip to Washington, D.C. was for Great Lakes Day. I know, the Great Lakes, they're not in Washington, but that's where McKenna went anyway. Because McKenna's trip there wasn't really about Great Lakes Day at all. She was using Great Lakes Day as an opportunity to lecture President Donald Trump. She was using his plan to cut funding to the Environmental Protection Agency's Great Lakes program to scold him about the environment. Yeah, I'm sure Donald Trump was all ears. He won't be bullied by the likes of North Korea and their nuclear capabilities, but he's going to listen to Catherine McKenna and her ongoing nagging about the environment. Sure.
Climate action makes business sense. Business sense. Business sense. Business sense.
Anyway, something was buried deep in this access to information document package that we got back from the federal government about the expenses for that trip. You really have to look at these things closely because the devil is always in the details. On page 217 of this document dump is an email explaining the hotel costs for one of Catherine McKenna's staffers. It's in French, but I think we can muddle our way through this one. Here it says, the maximum authorization for the hotel cost is $200 per night, but they're paying $314 per night for the staffer. The reason being given is that the room costing 50% over budget was apparently in an ideal location and there were not many choices on the list of hotels. Let's do something whoever is approving these ridiculous expenses should have done in the first place and fact check this claim. Let's go straight to the horse's mouth. According to Washington, D.C.'s official website, there are approximately 132 hotels with 31,673 hotel rooms located right in Washington. And if we're going to commute just a smidge, the Greater Washington metropolitan area is home to 695 hotels with 111,216 rooms. I just went to Expedia out of curiosity, and there are countless hotels in Washington that come in way under the Liberals' budget, literally pages and pages, and even more if you expand the search out a little to Virginia and Maryland. Canadian taxpayers paid $100 over budget per hotel room per night because the Liberals couldn't find something within their budget when there are 111,000 hotel rooms in the Greater Washington area. It's just taxpayer money, so I guess we spare no expense to keep McKenna's staffers comfortable when they're away from home. And whoever is approving these expenses isn't even giving them the most basic level of scrutiny. The Liberals don't need to raise taxes, they just need to be more careful with the money we already give them. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. We're launching a petition calling on Brian Jean, Jason Kenney, Brad Wall, Diane Watts, and others to renegotiate, to change the rules of equalization payments. No oil pipeline, no more oil money. To sign our petition and to help us with our plans to launch a billboard and radio ad campaign, go to justlikehisdad.com.